Fresh from a pre-Thanksgiving tour of Asia, President Bush has embarked on a 4-day journey to the Baltics and Middle East, with the first stop a lightning one in Estonia. Following the fall of the Soviet Empire, Estonia has become a free market democracy and NATO member, whose troops are part of the president's Iraq War coalition. But that description equally fits Latvia, Bush's second stop, and host of this year's NATO summit. The agenda for the 26-member transatlantic alliance is topped by Afghanistan, where some 30,000 NATO troops are battling a resurgent Taliban. Alliance chiefs hope members will volunteer additional forces. But they'll also debate a sweeping proposal for new partnerships with 5 non-member countries: Australia, Japan, South Korea, Sweden, and Finland. After the NATO session wraps up, Bush heads for the Jordanian capital of Amman to meet with Iraqi Prime Minister Nouri al-Maliki, their first meeting since a session at the White House in July, but also the first since voter anger over Iraq swept Democrats to power in Congress. The session follows one of the bloodiest weeks yet in Iraq, with hundreds killed in grisly sectarian attacks and reprisals. However, the White House cautions not to expect any major announcements from the Bush-Maliki meeting, saying it's just part of a review of Iraq policy taking place inside and outside the administration. Here in the Baltics, the president hopes to stiffen NATO's fight against the Taliban in Afghanistan. But the stakes are even higher in Jordan and his meeting with Nouri al-Maliki. After the last week's bloodshed, the White House acknowledges Iraq has entered a new phase. However, officials insist that phase is not civil war. Mark Smith, The Associated Press, Tallinn, Estonia.